Anelia is a dedicated legal advocate and social justice activist who has crafted a bold and innovative plan for justice reform in America. Her visionary approach aims to address systemic issues and promote fairness, ensuring that every voice is heard and valued in the quest for a more equitable society. Anelia is also a survivor of legal abuse, and drawing from her own personal experiences with injustice, she turned her pain into a passion to reform the justice system with a mission to ensure that other people do not endure the same struggles. Anelia created a plan for a new version of America, where everyone, regardless of their background, has equal access to justice. Sounds like a dream, right? Here are Anelia's 3 steps for everyone to have equal access to justice in America, now. Number 1. Pass a new law that specifically targets the eradication of corruption in the court systems across America. Anelia drafted the Equal Access to Justice Bill to be voted into law by Congress as the Anelia-Sutton Act. This new law will allow Americans to have their fair day in court and hold court officials accountable to the law. Number 2. Establishing a new White House office for equal access to justice. This office would serve as a hub for policy development and ensuring everyone has equal access to justice by promoting public interest law and train pro bono attorneys for underserved communities. This initiative is crucial to address the systemic barriers millions of Americans face in accessing a fair court and navigating our justice system. Number 3. Justice starts with leadership, and to ensure fairness in our justice system, we must demand to include non-attorneys in leadership roles for the Department of Justice. The Department of Justice has existed for 150 years and had 86 U.S. Attorney Generals who wield billion-dollar annual budgets, yet we still face rampant corruption among cops, prosecutors, and judges. So it's clear, we need a radical transformation. Justice requires it. This means that genuine change, which can only be achieved by a community advocate in DOJ leadership, not an attorney. So appointing a new U.S. Attorney General who is an advocate, not an attorney, is a step in the right direction. If the president is serious about social justice and social change, then a new U.S. Attorney General should be an advocate for the community, rather than an attorney, as the latter often presents a conflict of interest. Community members, advocates, and activists bring invaluable perspectives and experiences that can guide policy and reform. Notably, non-attorney community members already serve on panels during judicial misconduct hearings for judges, highlighting the necessity for diverse voices in our legal system. By advocating for a U.S. Attorney General who prioritizes community advocacy over legal credentials, we can foster a more equitable and just society. Anelia's 3 initiatives could be a game-changer in addressing the systemic barriers that millions of Americans face in accessing a fair court and navigating our justice system. Together, they will eliminate the disparities in the current system that disproportionately affect marginalized communities. We're talking about low-income members of society, people of color, and people with disabilities. These groups encounter significant challenges when seeking justice in a perpetual cycle of injustice. Now picture this, a justice system dedicated to leveling the playing field. It's not just a vision, it's a mission that aligns perfectly with democracy in a society where equality is paramount. These 3 steps would serve America as a path to ensuring equal access to justice for everyone. These 3 steps would spearhead other initiatives to ensure everyone, no matter their background or socioeconomic status, has access to a fair day in court. And through these 3 steps, America can finally keep her promise of equality and justice for all. It's about making justice a right for all, not a privilege for the few. This means that court officials who violate the rights of the people they are supposed to serve and protect will be held accountable to the law. This means having a court website with clear instructions so people will know what to do when they need to use the court system. This means a stronger push for justice reform that addresses systemic issues. In the grand scheme of things, implementing these 3 strategies to equal access to justice isn't just about policy change, it's about transforming lives. It's about giving a voice to the voiceless and ensuring that justice is truly blind. Imagine a mother or father who can finally get the legal support they need to protect their children, or a young man or woman who can clear their name and get a fresh start. These are the real, tangible impacts of such an initiative. With your support, Anelia has the chance to turn her dream of justice for all a reality. With your support, Anelia can put an end to corruption in the court system by making sure the corrupt officials face severe and immediate consequences of their actions. With your support, Anelia can help ensure that our democracy is not only strong but also fair and just for all. Justice isn't just a lofty ideal, it's something we can achieve with the right initiatives, the right leadership, and the right commitment. So let's work together and push for real transformative change in our justice system. We shouldn't have to wait for years to make equal access to justice accessible for everyone. No more marching, no more protesting, no more victims of police brutality, no more legal abuse at the hands of court officials. The time is now to stand tall in unity, and it is time for elected representatives keep their promise by putting people over party. It's time for systems of accountability and integrity in our justice system. Let's make that change happen now. Join Anelia in this mission by using #AneliaSutton to amplify her call for transformative change.